Sup, Buzznet?
In reference to the podcast here once again. Different recording spots again.
Different day, actually.
It is a different day.
It's a whole new year.
It is a whole new year. It is a new year. I can hear Brody breathing. Which, I mean, is good.
Yeah.
You know,
Better than the other version, other way.
yeah, let's talk about that. Okay, great. I'm Amanda.
I'm Heather.
And it is Freaky Friday.
Freaky
Freaky, yeah. I don't know what that's from. P.S. Speaking about Freaky Friday.
Disney redid it again.
But it was like a sing-along musical, I guess. We watched it for maybe 10 minutes and then...
They started singing and we're like, nope.
Yeah, the sing-along came and we were like, hard pass.
Could you not?
Sometimes I think I should do meth.
And then
And I think,
I don't.
Better not. Alright. Enlighten me about the Shanghai tunnels that are not in Shanghai.
Alright. The Shanghai tunnels were originally known as the Old Portland Underground.
Yes.
It's a group of passages in Portland, Oregon, mainly underneath the old Chinatown neighborhood.
Okay.
The tunnels connected the basements of the local hotels and taverns to the waterfront. Originally, the use was to move goods from the ships in the harbor to the basement storage areas to avoid the streetcars and trains while delivering.
So drugs.
No.
I mean...
They're spirits. Like, not the dead ones. The liquid ones.
Oh my god. I still think it was meant for drugs.
Probably.
Alright.
There was documentation in newspapers in the 19th century of tunnels and secret passageways that were under the ground. The name of the tunnels changed because of the rumor practice of Shanghaiing.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Nope. Enlighten me. There's a spirit on the TV. Where are they at? Is this the Sally house?
No.
Oh. Oh, so we're now watching Ghost Adventures. This is the first time I've ever watched it.
Are you touching me right now?
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
No.
I was like, am I?
No, they're not in the Sally house.
Oh. What is Shanghai?
Well, the historians say there's no evidence that the tunnels were ever used for that, but most people say that they're wrong.
Okay, but what is it?
Shanghaiing is forcing someone to join a ship lacking a full crew by drugging them or using other underhanded means.
Well, that's awful.
Yeah.
I understand.
I understand. This happened from all the excitement from the gold rush because it left the captains without a full crew, which led them to kidnapping or Shanghaiing unsuspecting men or women. They would lure the men away from a bar.
Them or men?
Them.
Oh, them.
Them.
Oh. It sounded like you said mem.
Yeah, them. From a bar to a location that had a trap door. Then they would trigger the door and it opened, letting the unsuspecting person to fall through it. Two men would usually be waiting down below and would haul them to a holding cell. Sometimes women would be taken for use as a prostitute rather than being on a ship's crew.
The correct way is to say sex worker.
The shoes of the victims would be taken from them and then they would scatter broken glass on the ground. So if someone escaped, they wouldn't be able to get too far and they could easily follow the blood trail.
That's why you gotta harden up them heels.
Yeah. I honestly would sacrifice my pants and just like wrap it around my feet.
I used to walk outside barefoot all the time, so.
The owners of the establishments that would do the Shanghaiing would get $50 per person.
Oh my, well.
I mean, back then that might have been, I don't know what.
Fuck it, right now it's a lot of money for me, so. That would be my John Caparulo ticket for Vegas.
True, yeah.
Who wants to be Shanghai next? Looks like you're the only victim.
I don't want to work on a ship. I get motion sickness.
Maybe they would kick you off faster.
I would just take my chances and jump.
Into shark-infested water?
No.
Just keep puking on the captain. They'll either kill you or kick you off.
Just, yeah. Either or. It's fine. That was pretty much, like, all of the history I could find.
I'm sorry, time out. I'm not going to say who on this show, because I don't want, allegedly, the person that was just on here that is a person of the cast. He looks like a douchebag.
Yeah. That's
allegedly.
Allegedly. No, if you see earlier episodes, he really looks like a douchebag.
Okay, let's triangulate who we're talking about.
Agons Bay.
Can you say that in Pig Latin for me?
I just did.
Oh, was that? I don't know what his last name is.
Agons Bay.
Okay. Axe?
Hmm?
Is that Axe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Glad we can speak Pig Latin very well. All right.
We learned that back in 4th grade.
I don't even remember learning that.
I do, because we had to send people notes in the other classrooms.
We were also in different 4th grade classes.
That's true.
I don't even remember.
So some experiences that have happened are that there was a brick thrown at someone while they were excavating an area and found the old boots that they took from the prisoners.
A brick.
Yeah, a brick. It missed them and hit the wall.
Okay, but all I ever hear when I do watch, like, BuzzFeed Unsolved and stuff is that, like, to make stuff move...
They're pissed.
Takes a fuck ton of energy.
Yeah, so they're probably...
Same.
They're like, don't touch my shoes. Fuck shoes.
I was just gonna say it. Fuck shoes. Shoes.
Look at this guy with shoes.
So the brick was Exhibit A?
Yeah. And then there are 13 sets of wind chimes that they have in the tunnels.
No, see, that's just a bad idea to begin with. 13? Those cloven hooves.
Hooves.
They're coming at you.
Yeah. There's no talk of the devil this time, though.
Oh, well. He'll probably show up in my apartment.
They have also become... I'm already here. They have also become known as spirit chimes because a medium said if spirits come close enough that they will sway or chime.
They'll chime. I don't know what else I would call it, but it's just funny to hear somebody say that a wind chime will chime.
How many times does a wind chime chime?
If a wind chime could chime.
A wood chime?
Oh, see?
Someone had entered an area that had one in it, and it started swaying. They say there is no airflow in the tunnels to allow a breeze to be going through it.
I'm just gonna hard pass. Actually, no, I wouldn't hard pass because I love tunnels.
I know. I understand.
I understand.
There's an area called a crib room in the tunnels where the sex traffic
I'm listening.
kidnap people.
I was trying to think of how I could turn I understand into something for the 10s. But it didn't work. Like, I under 10. So sex trafficking.
Yes, the crib room where they would take their clients. Which, if I was paying for sex, I don't know that I would want somebody to take me down into a creepy tunnel.
No.
In a room, like, cause like I thought, like the one, it was just literally just like curtains just closed over it, like a room that was dug out with a bed.
Was there glass on the floor?
I don't think there was glass on the floor.
Kinky sex.
That'd be some creepy.
I'm not kink shaming. I'm all for kinks.
There's Nina is one of the prevalent spirits that are in the tunnels. She was part of, whenever I heard it, I tried to spell it like, huh? Yeah. I tried to spell it and did not spell it correctly. And then I looked it up, and it literally, I almost spelled it correctly, except I used C's instead of K's.
Nina?
No. No, it's Nina.
I was like, where are there C and K's in Nina?
There's like 3, but they're silent. She was part of the Klickitat Native American tribe.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I got to the part that I thought there were C's. That lived along the Columbia River. She was taken by white slavers and sold into sex trafficking. She died in the tunnels.
Oh.
Missionaries told her if she gave them information about what was happening in the tunnels that they would get her back to her home. Some of the policemen that they went to were involved in the Shanghaiing, and 2 nights later she was thrown down an elevator shaft in the back alley.
My goodness.
But then whenever I read it, I was like, but was there elevators back then? But it was like a freight, that left it. Nope. Well, no, it was like outside, dropped it into the tunnel.
What year is this again?
Portland, Oregon.
No.
Oh, when?
What year is this again? Portland, Oregon.
In the 19th century.
Okay. So we don't have an actual year.
No.
Okay.
She's understandably not happy about it.
What?
After, investigators were using a spirit box and asked Nina to come communicate with them, and "Where are you?" came through it. She makes her presence known by appearing as a lady in white or a lady in black. I feel like a lady in black would just be menacing, like they're gonna kill you.
Question: the nightmare you told me about in the last episode,
was
it after researching this?
No, I just did this one the other day.
Oh, I was just wondering because.
Oh no, I wasn't even researching shit whenever that happened.
I was just wondering because you said she was all in all red. Anyway,
I hope that never happens ever again. The aroma of her perfume has been noticed, and a glimpse of a black dress on a figure looking over a patron's shoulder that's in a bar above the tunnels has been seen. That they'll just see a black shadowy figure with a dress looking over someone's shoulder.
No.
While they were sitting on one of the beds in the tunnels, "Let's Get Naked" came through a spirit box.
Well, that's a forward ghost.
Well, if that's what you do.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's sad that that's what they're doing after they got killed too, but
Honestly, I mean, they could enjoy it.
True. That person on the TV was not enjoying it just then.
That makes it sound like we're watching porn. We're not.
It's a reenactment of something. Whenever they asked, "What were you doing when you were shanghaied?" a male voice said, "I was wasted." And then the same voice said, "I was beaten." When asked by who, the same voice came through again saying, "It was someone."
What?
There was a video of a white wispy mist moving through the frame like someone was walking, down the path. While using a thermal camera, a solid purple head and torso with arms moved around the corner and then out of view.
Sorry. I was like, I heard you say thermal camera, and then you're like, a purple torso. And I was like,
You're like, what?
And I was like, oh yeah, thermal. Okay.
So the purple is that it's cold.
Yeah. No, I know that.
You understand?
I understand.
I understand.
I did not process thermal until
and purple. And you're like,
after.
What? You're like, there was a purple person that looked around the corner. It's a purple people eater.
Okay.
You don't know that song?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I understand. Please continue on.
The entities of the Shanghai crew of the Jennifer Cho that had sank in the harbor are said to come back on the anniversary of their drowning at sea. They are seen in the tunnels that are closest to the harbor. Mediums have seen crimps, who is a person who forces men into becoming a sailor, in the tunnels. Hulking, dark, shadowy figures with burning red eyes. Some say the sign of eternal damnation. People have gotten an uneasy feeling and sense of heaviness.
Sense of heaviness?
In some parts of the tunnel. They also feel as if they were being watched intently. And there was a group of men who went to the basement of Scooter McQuaid's Bar and Grill and put their ear to the bricked over doorway that leads to the tunnels. They could hear terrified cries and moans that got louder and louder coming right at the door. They understandably got freaked out and ran upstairs, and then witnessed the glowing entities rushing through the pub before they disappeared. And that is all I have on the tunnels.
Fun.
See, we can go there.
Yes, we can.
And I can scratch Oregon off my map.
So, for Christmas, I got Heather a scratch-off map of the United States. A map.
A map.
A map.
The map. The map.
And as she finished scratching it yesterday after I contemplated going to get the butcher knife to kill her. Just kidding, FBI. So she finished it and she goes, we need to go to Oregon so I can see how far up this green goes because it's watercolor in the background.
And it's like this bright green like little bit that comes out of the bottom of Oregon, and I need to see if it goes up through Oregon.
Yeah, it goes into California. So, unfortunately, Vegas is too far east.
Way too far.
Yeah, for us to go.
I think that, just to get to the Redwood Forest from Vegas is like 9 hours.
Yeah.
And that's in Southern California.
Well, I mean, that's south.
Oregon is... But I did write down this time where I got my stuff from.
Oh, please enlighten us.
I got from the Travel Channel, Google, and ghost.hauntedhouses.com.
Okay. No wiki.
Huh. No, not that time.
So my fascination with tunnels is not really tunnels. It's not like tunnels in general. It's really the Las Vegas tunnels.
That she wants to go into so bad.
I really do. I know that they are to drain rainwater out of Vegas, which is why a lot of homeless people die when it rains in Vegas, because they live there and then they flood whenever it rains. But I don't know why I have an obsession with them.
I feel like a lot of people have probably been murdered down there too.
Oh, I'm sure. Was it after the Criminal Minds episode? I was just like, I really want to go here. And
I was like, no.
No.
But I really want to. No, you're not going.
Just want to go once.
But I would not.
But I would.
I know.
No, I don't want to disturb other people down there.
Well, that and, like, if you, like, encroach on somebody else's territory, they might, like, get violent.
Yeah. So, I don't know what my fascination... I don't know why I'm fascinated with them. I just am.
So, what do you have in store for us for Murder Monday?
Murder Monday is going to be about Ryan Alexander Jenkins, the murderer.
I would hope so. You do murder.
Well, I did Quinn Gray, who wasn't murdered. I did the Texas 7. I mean, there was a murder in there, but...
That's true.
It was more about the prison break. I was just saying that it's about him. I didn't want you to think he was the victim. Did you record
Quinn Gray already?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was episode 10.
I don't remember that one.
Yes, you do. She was the lady that got kidnapped.
I guess I'll just get re-educated when it comes out.
She was kidnapped. She extorted she tried to get $50,000 from her husband.
Gotcha.
And now divorced. Allegedly.
No,
allegedly. They are divorced. But yeah, his victim's name is Jasmine Fiore. I think is how you say her last name. Fiore.
All I can think of is Fiore Motors.
You want to triangulate us? In the meantime, until Murder Monday, I know it's a really long wait between Friday and Monday. You can find us on Instagram at In Reference To Podcast, on Twitter at In Reference To, on Hangouts/Gmail at In Reference To Podcast at gmail.com, or we do have our Patreon up. with $2, $5, $10, and $20 options. We do hope that you will help support us. And again, anything donated over $5, we are donating to Wikipedia to continue to support our podcast.
Because without them, we would not be able to find very much information.
Yeah, so. Or you can follow Brody and see how much he naps at Brody the Shepherd Mix.
He's such a sleepy boy.
He's so sleepy. It's okay. My vet and I talked about it. It's okay.
Maybe he's part koala. They sleep 20 hours a day.
I think he's part depressed that I own him.
That you got him?
Yeah. He was hoping he would go to a better forever home.
You have the best forever home, and he knows it.
Yeah, who else is going to buy you a mountain of toys?
Me.
Okay, but if he wasn't here in his forever home, he wouldn't know you.
That's fair.
I know.
He agrees.
Maybe. Alright. We'll see you next time. We'll talk to you next time.